Hello people, this is Ryder here to review the Armor Hero Star Ray Thunder Armor Skill Card Set. So, this is essentially just an annual, simple, thing that these series that have card gimmicks do, which is just, release cards corresponding to a specific character in a simple set like this. However, the the existence of these things have been weird because we knew about these from the beginning, but then for some reason it was reported that these were not going to happen anymore, which is why a lot of people assumed, oh, so these card sets are getting replaced with the card packs and such, which is just, again, just simple card packs of 5, I believe, and such. But by the time these things released, it was just revealed that, oh, no, these are indeed happening. So, yeah, I don't know. It's just weird overall. Anyways, again, obviously for this being the Thunder Armor skill card set, obviously these are cards corresponding to Ray Thunder and such, as you can see the cards. Right, so here we have Ray Thunder up there, basically the same picture from the Summoner box. Again, Armor Hero Star Ray. I think the name of it's here. Aldi. And then the back has, another picture of Ray Thunder with the 6 cards. Tells you what it's compatible in and warnings and conditions and such. And then something I don't know what this is. Trying what it's in reference to, but I'm pretty sure it's something in coordination with him and such, unless it's apparent. The other stuff, the packaging is simple. Mine got dented, but it's simple and such. I do like how it looks. It's just, how do I take it out? Because I don't know if this is the case where it actually wants me to rip the cardboard, or I don't know. Will you even take it out at all? Is what we're asking. So here we have the cards finally out, because the way you had to take this out was atrocious. So, as you can see there, you have to rip the back of this, and then you have to dig your finger in. You have to dig your finger in, and then pull a plastic tray out. This is so unconventional. I don't even know if I'm keeping this. Because then it's just going to remind me of how... It's just going to constantly remind me the aggravation of, I had to take it out like this. But anyways, we'll look at these one by one. Didn't really organize well. Here we have the armor card for Ray Thunder. Obviously, what makes this one stand out as opposed to the one that came with the set the belt set is that this one's one rarity more than the previous one, because now this one's a SSR, to which I'm just gonna stupidly dub this as super rare. I'm not gonna really touch upon as to what these mean, because again, you can watch the 50-minute video on the unnecessarily long video on the Star Ray summoning belt, but we will touch upon this again, because despite its rarity, it's still all the same numbering. So we got a normal, super rare, and super rare. We don't even have a rare equivalent. So again, this is our sole rare, super rare variant, as the others are rares. However, this is not actually new, because we've actually previously obtained one prior, if I can pull it. This is, oops, this is a super rare I've obtained through the blind box. Not the blind box, the card packs and such, or the booster packs. And basically, you can tell they're the same thing. The only difference is that the one for this release is super bent up, as you can see from the corners. So I don't know. It's a weird choice for sure, but yeah, I already have this card. But oh well. The rest of these are going to be rares. So here we have the Thunder Cone and Thunder Hammer. I don't know why I keep switching them. Again, we're not really going to touch up on these cards, but just show that the rares obviously have this nice sheen to them. It's Armor Hero 6, Gear 101. Again, I'll only do it with the ones here, but here's a comparison with rare and normal. I show obviously show accuracy wise, the normals are the show, or the normals are the more show accurate ones. There we have the Thunder Lightning Fist. It is Armor Hero 6, Skill 101. Now, these are technically our new cards for this set. Can't get this up. What do you have for us, Google Translate? I couldn't do this before. This is the Lightning Kick. I think this other half of cards came with the Thunder Falchion set, which is why I never got it. This one is Armor Hero 6, Skill 104. Here is, this has to be Lightning Strike. Or Thunder Strike. It's kind of inconsistent. This is Armor Hero 6, Skill 102. Again, all the backs are the same, and they all had the same bent curves. And this one is the Thunder Falchion attack, which is Armor Hero 6, Skill 103. What the heck happened? Thunderbolt and Lightning will That is not right. Thunderbolt, Thunderheart? Alright. I apologize. Again, oops. I need to verify which of these cards I actually never pulled initially. Alright, so unironically, this was the only one that I actually pulled out of these rares. So this is the only other duplicate I have. But again, I'm not going to get rid of it because it's technically different. Again, it's kind of one of my only gripes about them not really labeling which one came from what, because then it causes confusion of like, okay, so I clearly have pulled a duplicate, like, I pulled a, like, not that you pulled, but like, oh, okay, so you're making me get cards that I could have just pulled, but at the same time, it's the super rare equivalents I own. So, again, these technically are new cards for me, but like, again, it's just, I kind of wish there was more of an identification, like a better identification system, rather than just going off of, rather than genericizing it, because then it causes this confusion of like, okay, what did I get from the set? Like, what did I get with a toy? Then what did I get out of the booster boxes? It's alright, so we are already transformed because we need to demonstrate this card. So we will. I know, I apologize that the demos and reviews are inconsistent. It's just because I forgot I could have just done it like this. So let's summon Ray Thunder. Also, it avoids reflections. So again, the way the summons work is that it plays the attribute of that armor and then that generic sound. Let's summon the Thunder Hammer and Thunder Cone. Yeah, these are the exact same sounds. That's a better way of putting it. Again, I think it's kind of bothersome that these are not put in order, but we're gonna have to demonstrate them in this order, so... Thunder Fist. Thunder Kick. Sorry for saying that weirdly. Sorry I didn't catch whether or not the attack sounds were the same or different. Anyways, now we got our weapon attacks. I forgot what this one was called. And then the Thunder Felchian attack. But those ones were actually different, so I think it might be like the unarmed attacks. But honestly, I think those attacks are also in the Thunder Falchion, which is why I don't really feel as obligated to get that. But anyways, let's transform into Ray Thunder. So, Lang Ka, Ting Yao. That's what happens when you're too slow about it. I think I forgot to mention this too, but you don't need to do the voice activation stuff. You really just do that for the standbys, but you can't just insert it.
Thunder fighting.
I don't even think I commented on the jingle initially, but like I really do like it, like composition wise and such. And also, obviously, as you can see there is two different sets of LEDs because this is a blue ring and then like emits purple. And the way that works is from this section right here. Because an LED shines from here and then emits or reveals the symbol or the logo for that armor. So I think that's pretty cool. And that's a pretty cool way of revealing that. Like basically, so the way I can say this is that it's basically resetting itself. That's why it keeps doing the lightning sound, because it keeps resetting itself. But that's just because of how tough, like, that's because like how hard you have to like pull it out. So that's what it's doing. Again, I think it makes more sense for me to say that here as opposed to the other video. I mean, because again, this video is essentially a complimentary piece. I'm not gonna do what I did in the demo and spread them out. I think you understand this and such. But like, yeah, overall, my thoughts on this set. It's not too bad. It's not too bad of a release, just because you know, it essentially gives you everything you need for that titular character. You get all 4 of their skill cards, and then plus their 2. You get the single transformation card or the armor card, their gear card, and then you get all 4 skill cards. So like it's a nice way of just quickly getting these cards guaranteed and such. As we've already said before, for Raid Thunder specifically, his cards got split. So like you had to, so like the transformation, so like the summoning belt only came with these 3. I think the Thunder Falchion came with the other 3. I assume so. However, I think where this kind of falls apart, like as I've said before, is just you can already pull these cards from the booster packs. However, if you are not going by To Collectibles pricing, these 6 cards, like from what I remember from Superbuy, these card sets are $2 a piece, and for sure that is like worthwhile, and just like, yeah, like sure, like throw that in my box kind of thing. So these are inexpensive. Unfortunately, To Collectibles add an additional $20 to that. So it kind of muddies the price, especially for the condition these cards come in. They're all creased at the corners already, and again, just as you've seen earlier, you have to destroy the packaging just to even access them. So it's more of like, is this really worth the $20 To Collectibles is selling them for? Or would I rather go through the effort of importing them directly from China and waiting an entire month, between 2 weeks or a month, for them to come to me? It's really your choice. And also, it's just, again, there's not, I will say, there's not really as much of an incentive on picking the majority of these cards up unless you don't have any plans on buying into the booster boxes. Then, like, I'll say this is fine to get. Just get it for a cheap price unless you are fine with paying $22 for it. I had to because of a set we're gonna cover later, but like, yeah, like $22 is kind of steep, honestly. But I mean, it's not too bad. Again, if you don't have plans on getting the Thunder Falchion, or you don't have plans on getting the Summoning Belt, or if you just want easier ways of obtaining these rarity types of the cards, then like, go for it. But other than that, it, it's kind of spotty in a sense of like whether or not you should get these cards, especially for the titular hero. But that'll have to do this review. This is Ryder, and I'll leave you people. Bye.